Welcome back. For all of you dog lovers out there, if you're looking for a place that offers dog training, doggy daycare, boarding, and holistic pet food, and it is all under one roof, then you are going to love the Canine Korral Institute of Canine Behavior. That Korral is spelled with a K, by the way. It's in Sarasota. Please welcome back the president, Mark Chambord, and Toby, his famous dog.
Thanks for having me back.
Toby has a very big collar leash here. My dog doesn't have one like that. What's going on?
This is actually a no-pull harness. It's something that I use to train the dog not to pull. And the reason I put it on there is I wanted to describe today the difference between positive training and negative training. With this particular harness, Toby actually will not pull. If he pulls, it'll stop him in his tracks. Other people, they'll sell you just about anything online or in the stores, but really, there's the prong collar, which actually digs into the dog's neck.
That seems so mean.
It is, and we don't promote anything that's not positive. You also have the old-fashioned choke, which has been around for years, which we've turned away from. And then you have the shock collar, which is, they call it the e-collar. It's kind of like a friendly word for it, but basically it shocks the dog. And these are all negative training. What we do is we do positive training.
Give us some more examples about positive training. Is it the, what you do to them?
Well, what happens is we lure the dog into a position that we want the dog to do, like a sit or a down, and we actually match the action of what the dog does with the word. So for instance, if I'm teaching sit, I will lure the dog with a treat. When his bottom touches the ground, I say sit. That's truly what a sit is, so I match that. The dog works because it wants to work for me. That's the whole positive philosophy.
He understands words?
They do eventually. I could say sit for a down and do it backward, but whatever I match with the word, he's going to click. It has to be like it happens and matches perfectly.
So you're training the owner and not the pet here?
If I do a training session or if I do a class, I size up all the people first. They think I'm sizing up the dog, but it's the people. Because I have to be able to get across to these people with different personalities how they're going to train their dog. Because I have to train the people to go home and work with their dogs at home, so when they come back, for instance, in an obedience class, they've got it and they understand it, and they can come back and I can coach them along.
Do people look like their pets? Do they look like their dogs?
Well, I sent along one still where the gray dog looks like his dad, and yes, they mimic us because they mimic us personality-wise because they're around us all the time. So they actually start becoming couch potatoes, or they might be really hyper.
Yeah, I'm learning that's a problem. Actually, my dog is a spaz. And we've decided
my dog has arthritis just like I do. When we go up those 17 steps to my house, neighbors laugh at us because we walk just alike.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had a lady that once asked me why her dog was moody, and I simply said to her, well, are you? And she says, yeah, I am.
How late is too late? Like my dog, she's 7, and she wasn't domesticated till she was 5, and is it too late to train Lulu, or is she just...
With the positive training, you match the word with the action. That's really what you're going to be doing. So, for instance, if we were to... let's just say
let's see some of the training.
Let's see what Toby does. Come here, Toby. So in a sit, you basically use a treat, you lure the dog up, the dog will sit, and you say sit when you're teaching the dog when the bottom touches the ground.
And then you give him the treat.
And that's truly what a sit is. Now, go ahead, Toby. I'm going to have him 1. Okay, let's do 2. 2.
Wow.
Good. All he's doing is matching my action. 3.
So
Good
he's
boy.
reading. He's
Oh
reading.
my God.
He's reading.
He's reading.
Yes.
He's counting.
5. Good boy.
Wow.
And then you can go back down to 2. Good boy.
Oh,
Ask him if the dress is blue and black or gold and white.
Yeah. And then you can do, wait, 10.
6.
Come on.
7.
Toby.
Oh, Linda's confusing him.
I'll take that.
He got it. He got it.
Oh, here are extra numbers coming
Could you
from
teach
Linda.
my 11-year-old dog to do that?
Maybe not that, but I'm sure we could work on it.
Once in my dog park, I yelled, sit to my dog, and like 30 dogs all sat down at the same time.
Yeah. Really, the whole beauty of this is that you're working with your dog. The dog is working with you because it wants to please you. That's what dogs do with us. They want to please us. So I train them negatively because they have to do this or they're going to have a negative result.
Yeah.
I truly am blessed because I get to work with people and dogs and see how happy they are after their dog does what they want it to do.
That sounds so exciting.
And the dog is so happy because
Yes.
they love the interaction.
Okay, it's
Exactly.
K9 Korral with a K, SRQ.com, right?
That's right.
Yes, give him a call and check him out online. Next, coming up, Joey is going to sing for us, and we're going to find out how social media can get us in trouble legally. And next, we're going to take a look at Joey and how much he loves his dog, even if it is too old to learn new tricks.
Way she moves attracts me like no other lover.